Hey guys, so a couple of days ago, the semester started up again, and turns out the semester is going to be a tough one, even though I dropped one of the classes that I was taking because the teacher was an asshole, and also because I already had a full schedule even without that class. It was a sociology class, and boy, that teacher was insane, but I won't go into that in this video because there's no use. There's no use to you or me, there's no benefit to my ranting on that subject. So, I'm trying to learn to not focus on the horribly annoying things in my life and to just kind of be chill and push them away as I increase my awesomeness. So, what was I going to talk about? Right, today I came out of class and I had 2.5 hours to wait because it was my first chem lab and she let us out early, so I had 2.5 hours. So I sit down, start eating my lunch, and a guy walks over advertising this app. And it was just about updates for the school. That's not really significant for this story. But later, another guy walked up to me advertising the same thing. And it was free, so it's kind of weird to say advertising, but it's technically what it was. I don't know why they were doing that. But this guy had another thing on his mind, which was religion. After he told me what the app was, which I already knew because of the other guy, he asked me if I believed in God. And I actually got kind of excited when he asked that because I actually really love to talk to people who hold different views than I do in terms of religion. It just kind of fascinates me if the person isn't angry and is accepting of people who have other views. I'm not a very religious person. I have an open mind by my definition of what an open mind is, but not necessarily by the definition of this person. By this person's definition, excuse me. That was horrible phrasing. But, so I ended up having a 10 or 15 minute conversation with this guy, and long story short, it made me really want to learn more about religion because I really know next to nothing about it, and because of the number of people that are affected by it, who hold some type of faith, I should say, or who live their lives in a certain way according to certain various religions, I just thought it would be an interesting thing for me to study, because I'm majoring in astrophysics, but maybe I'll take a class or two in theology just to kind of broaden my perspective a bit and learn a bit more about how people live their lives and why they do it and the history of it all. I just thought that was really interesting, and I never really thought about it before. I never thought I would be interested in something like this. So, that is an interesting thought, and the reason that I was inspired to make a vlog, an unedited one like this, is twofold. One, I have been watching many YouTubers lately, well, not many, but a couple that I respect, who don't do as many jump cuts. They don't kind of jump around with the framing to try to keep the audience's attention more. They don't write a script. They just answer questions and address topics that are going on in their lives, that are relevant to their lives or relevant to society or the media in some way. And I like that style of vlogging better because it just kind of opens a door between the audience and the YouTuber, just as two human beings. And I like that atmosphere. I love watching those videos, so I want to make more of them so that maybe you guys can enjoy it as well, or at least my future self can enjoy it. I don't remember what the second part of the twofold argument was. What inspired me to do this vlog, the second half of that twofold argument, is that when I talk to someone that has drastically different views than I do, in terms of a topic which people often argue heatedly about, it inspires me. It doesn't inspire me as much to talk to someone who already agrees with me about a certain topic. It doesn't inspire me to talk to another agnostic or person like me. I don't really like to define myself in terms of religion or other things. I try to stay away from those rigid definitions, but it just inspires me because this guy was a Mormon and definitely holds different views than I do. But nice person. I'm a nice person. We were able to talk about it, and it just inspires me. It gives me hope about the human race, that we can, even with our differences and our different beliefs, we can still talk to each other and be civil and things like that and do good even though we have different views of the world. It makes me happy. that is one of the most awesome things ever, in my opinion. That's all I have to say. I'm glad I've recorded these thoughts.